takes time. It's on live now?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining in the Orange Fab Asia demo day of Spring 2020 season, the batch 1. I'm Hiroshi Nishikawa. I'm in charge of Orange Fab Asia Tokyo program. And today we're going to have 6 startups to pitch. And at first, let me introduce my colleague, Claire from Taiwan.
Hello, everyone. I'm Claire from Orange Fab Taipei. Nice meeting you here.
Okay, and Danny?
Yeah, nice to meet you. This is Danny working for Orange Fab Seoul program. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Before starting the pitch, let me introduce a little bit about Orange Fab Asia for the future plan. So let me share my screen. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Orange Fab Asia, probably most of you already know, but we have a program in 18 countries, including 3 in Asia. And our Orange Fab Asia program is focusing on supporting startups to go global market by providing mentoring, connecting startups with our colleagues in Orange and our global corporate partners. And we provide many opportunities to exhibit and showcase their solutions by organizing the demo days or supporting them to attend in big conferences and exhibition. So for this season, it's of course, it's very different from usual year. We had only one season this year, Spring 2020 season. Today, we have a demo day for the batch 1. I mean, we had 18 startups, 6 from each country in this season. And today, we have a demo day for the first batch, the 6 startups, 2 from each country. And actually, we have not decided what to do for the rest of the startups, to be honest, the 12 startups, batch 2 and 3 or all together. But anyway, we will have the demo day early next year for those rest of 12 startups. So please come to our event next time. And important information is that we will start calling for applications to the next season, Spring 2021, in Tokyo, Seoul, and Taipei. So you can apply to our program through our website. And the deadline for this application is end of January. And so we still have time. So and the program will start in March. So if you know any promising startups who wants to go global market, please share this information with them. And we are looking forward to the many applications from Asia. That's all. Then we are going to the pitch session. The first startup is Agara. So I'm gonna invite Don from Agara on the stage. Just for a moment. Takes time to join sometimes. Well, very strange. Okay, maybe, oh, okay, he's coming. Hello, Don.
Hi, can you hear me, Hiroshi-san?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
Thank you
excellent.
very much for joining.
No
How
problem.
are you?
It's a pleasure to be part of this.
Okay, please introduce yourself shortly.
Sure. My name is Don. I represent Agara. Agara is a autonomous voice conversation engine. Our whole objective is apply machine learning and deep learning to voice conversations with the objective of driving better customer experience for brands, make conversations frictionless between brands and their consumers, and in the process also make voice and contact center operations much more operationally efficient. What we will showcase today in the 5-minute recording that we have is an overview of the product, some background, and a demonstration of the product. So really looking forward to catching up with you all the sidelines of the event. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Danny, please play back the video of Agala.
Hi, my name is Don. It's a pleasure to be part of Orange Fab Asia. I represent Agara. Agara is a next generation autonomous AI-powered voice conversation engine. Agara applies deep learning and machine learning to voice conversations between brands and their consumers with the singular objective of improving customer experience and making operations much more efficient. Autonomous technologies today have developed to an extent that it has the power to improve these communications happening between consumers and their brands. Agara applies machine learning and deep learning to understand caller's speech, recognize what exactly do they need, decide, even though it's a non-linear conversation, an appropriate action to the caller's needs, have a natural conversation with them with the objective of resolving a number of queries without having any human intervention. Let us see how Agara works with a live demonstration today. While Agara has developed several modules across various industries, today I would like to show you an insurance demonstration. In this demonstration, a customer is calling up an insurance company. Agara handles that call end-to-end, including the first level IVR experience, and then helping the customer with a claims-related query.
Thanks for calling Radiance Insurance, powered by Agara. How can I help you today?
Hi, I'd like to know the claim status that I filed 24 hours back. Can you help me with that?
Okay, you would like to track the status of your claim. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Thank you. Please help me with your claim number.
Fortunately, I don't have my claim number with me.
I can also pull up your claim using your social security number, driver license number, or policy number. Which of these do you have available?
Could I give you my policy number instead?
Great, so you'll be giving me your policy number. Is that correct?
Yes, I can look for it.
Thank you. Can you please help me with your policy number?
Can you hold on for a minute?
Sure, I'll hold.
Where can I find my policy number?
You should have received your policy documents in your mailing address and on your registered email address. You can find the policy number in your email.
Okay, I have my policy number here. It's 899371.
Your policy number is 899371. Is that correct?
Can you repeat that?
Sure, your policy number is 899371. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Thank you. May I have your full name, please?
The name is John Smith.
Could you help me with your date of birth?
7th December 1996.
Thank you. Okay, you had filed the claim on the 11th of November at 2:50 p.m. and the process is ongoing. Your claim will be assigned to an assessment officer shortly for further processing. Is there anything else I can help you with?
How long does it take for the claim to be processed?
It can take up to 15 working days from the day of filing to settle the claim.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
One last question. How can I change the address on my policy?
Okay, you want to update your address, is that correct?
That is correct.
Thank you. I'm transferring your call to an available advisor for further assistance. Please stay on the line.
So there you saw how Agara was able to resolve the query end-to-end, along with a number of features that are almost near to a human conversation or a natural conversation. What Agara really helps a brand do is to resolve queries for customers in an instant manner with zero wait time. What it also means for companies is to actually reposition critical resources to make the overall operational efficiencies a notch higher. I'm really excited to be part of this program, and I look forward to connecting with you all on the sidelines of this event. Thank you, and thank you for the opportunity again.
Okay, good. We're gonna have the Q&A time.
Okay.
Is there any question?
Hello, Dan. I
Hi.
think we could. Hi, I'm Claire. So I think we could find several conversational AI solution provider in the market. You think who are your competitors? How are you gonna compete with them?
Sure. So our competitors are wide and far and wide. There are CRM companies who claim that they also have conversational AI. Our focus is more around voice. We don't do other forms of so-called conversational AI like chat, because voice is significantly different from chat, because in chat you deal only with text, but whereas in voice, the accents, the languages, the intonations, the speed, the age of the person, all of those complexities come in. So our focus itself is a differentiator, because we are not trying to do too many things, but to solve for problems that are very unique to voice. However, having said that, there are platforms that are available. For example, one of the most popular ones or known ones is like, say, Google Dialogflow. That category of competition is more like a platform which enables people to build their own bots. Again, our focus is around voice and customer care related. For the moment, that's where the company is focusing on. And we come with a purpose-built solution which is complete. So the customer doesn't need to have a team of AI scientists or technology people and an army of people to actually build ASR, text-to-speech, NLP, all of these complex technologies to put together. So we are a purpose-built solution that is trained for voice, and which means that a customer can take voice bot conversation, automate voice conversations in a matter of weeks, and doesn't have to invest a lot of time and effort to actually build this out. And of course, there are patented technologies that make us better. We have benchmarked against some of the publicly available voice components. And because we are trained for customer service and phone calls per se, we also command a better accuracy and resolution rate. So these are some of the high-level differentiators that we are going to market with.
Thank you. It's very clear. Thank you.
And we have a question on the chat from audience. Can you handle Japanese language?
So Japanese is very much on our long-term plan. I want to be transparent that we are currently focusing on English in all sorts of markets that are English-speaking across accents, followed by European languages like Spanish. But our objective is to get to Japanese language, 12 to 18 months down the line.
Okay, good. Thank you very much, Don.
Thank you.
So you finished?
Thank you.
So yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next startup, Bit Sensing. So I'm inviting Johnny to the stage. Okay. Hello, Johnny.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. How are you?
I am good here. It's a bit rainy here in Seoul today.
Okay. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name is Tony, and I am responsible for marketing and communications application. And bit sensing is the designs and development imaging radar technology solutions for the operative and connected experience. And today, what we are going to introduce you today is mini radar. It is designed to be applied for building smart life experiences in the areas of healthcare.
Okay. For me, the audio quality was not so good, but yeah. Let's see the video.
Sure. Hi, we are Bit Sensing, a radar technology startup based in Korea. Today, we see a lot of senior citizens around us, and a vast majority of these elderly people live alone. The population is aging, and unfortunately, Europe is not an exception. Many of these seniors live alone, and these people with no proper guardians can suffer from health problems, falling, dementia, and seniors dying alone, and etc., etc. More than a quarter of seniors aged 65 or over live alone in Europe. So how then do we tackle the problems related to seniors living alone? There are already devices that detect emergency situations such as falling, but these devices cause a range of inconveniences as you'd have to wear them all the time or push the button in emergency situation, which may not be suitable for seniors. CCTV may be an option, but camera-based technology always cause privacy issues. So what do we do to minimize these problems? Should we just increase the number of caregivers to look after all the seniors? This will cost billions of dollars every year. So let me introduce you to Mini, the smallest radar in the world that can track your health conditions and alert you in emergency situations. It is safe to use with no privacy issues, no wearables or buttons. Mini H detects falling, it reads vital signs like heartbeat and respiration, and it also does health tracking. So you could get the number of steps per day without you having to wear wearables. And it could obtain position information like sitting, lying, and standing as well. So we would like to install mini sensors in the homes of senior citizens to help them to maintain good health and to spot emergency events such as falling. And this is the test that we have conducted that indicates presence detection and vital signs. By the way, it does not detect an object like a bag, only living creatures. And this is the test we have conducted for baby monitoring, where it detects presence and apnea. And this is the test for falling. So if someone falls inside a house, the alarm goes off that indicates the unusual action. So what we really want to do with Mini Radar is to help patients in hospital or senior citizens to receive the highest quality care with or without caregivers or nurses around. So, and the functions related to Mini involve fall detection, health tracking, and vital sign checking, and others. Mini can obviously be used in other areas as well. So once we complete the project with healthcare related project, we plan to move on to other areas that Mini can be useful. We are currently in discussion with a number of companies and governmental organizations for the possible POC project. For example, Singapore government offered us to install Mini in the public senior homes, and large telecommunication companies in Korea are eager to have Mini in hospitals and newborn baby units. Global elder care market is becoming huge and it is growing fast. And this is the overview of Bit Sensing financial prospects. We have closed our $6 million investment round for pre-Series A in May 2020. And on the right section, you could see our expected revenue of Mini from 2020 to 2024. where we're expecting to reach about $8 million by 2022. Fit Sensing team consists of the starting members of Mando Radar team with the first-hand automotive radar mass production experiences. Having these very seasoned engineers along with a great business team, we can meet the requirements of customers effectively and efficiently. So with Mini, we look forward to having the opportunities with you. So let's promote a healthier and livable society together. Thank you very much for your time. This was Johnny from Fit Sensing. Thank you.
Thank you, Johnny. Claire?
Yes,
Do you have any question?
Johnny, for your introduction. I think your solution is pretty interesting, but well, probably your solution will also have to face the challenges from those competitors who are using different technologies, such as IR or AI image recognition solution to support similar application. So you think how are you going to compete with them with your strategy?
Well, basically, the main strength with Mini H is the privacy, the prevention of privacy. You just said AI. It really prevent the privacy issues, although it's really good. And they use the UWB or infrared sensor for the monitoring purposes, but the functions are very, very limited. So with radar, 60 gig radar, we can do a lot of different things with the privacy being protected. 60 gig radar is a relatively new bandwidth that has been used recently, and Fit Sensing team has engaged with the partnership with Infineon, the chip maker, and we have been able to have the early engineering sample from them and work closely with them to develop the functions really efficiently and effectively. So I think there are a lot of different things we can do with Mini quite quickly in comparison to other radar companies as well. So there's the competitiveness.
I see. Okay. So we got a question from the audience as well. The question is about what exactly the vital signs the solution can detect.
So in terms of vital sign, we can do respiration and heartbeat detection.
Okay.
But within the range of 5 meters, so you can cover a small room.
I see. All right. And I also have another question from the audience as well. Do you have a solution for insurance company? Do you think you have a more proper solution for this type of company?
Well, it's still, there are some functions that are already available, but we are closely working with giant companies and governmental organizations to build up those functions together on a POC project basis. So we don't actually have the insurance companies working together with us at this moment, but it is on our roadmap to work with insurance company, because at the end of the day, we need to have this to build up as a subscription model, and insurance company is the key to this kind of business model. Okay,
so with that, it would help the engagement between Johnny and this guest for audience to talk to each other after your pitch. Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Okay, thank you very much. And okay, let's move to the next startup. It's Minconnet. So I'm going to invite Dana. Still takes time a little bit. So yeah, we received questions from audiences. So if you have any questions, please write text on the chat pane on the right side of your screen. Okay, hello Dana.
Hello, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, how are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
Okay, good. Thank you. And please introduce yourself.
Okay, hello everyone. I'd like to thank all of you for being here today. My name is Dana. I'm in charge of communication of this event. And I'd like to introduce our Minconnet. Minconnet is a revolutionized video content for gamers. Minconnet's 3D replay solution encompasses the robust 360-degree data capture technology, providing an interactive point of view and curated views from esports and gameplay under the benefit of 5G.
Okay, thank you. Danny, please.
Minconnet Corporation revolutionized video content for gamers. Minconnet is a gaming technology company with more than 5 years of experience in the gaming industry. Minconnet is not just a technology-based company. For years, we led many projects with game publishers and telecom companies and gained a variety of business experience. Minconnet has 22 patents regarding core technology and related use cases. Minconnet's major clients are several game publishers, including PUBG, as known as Battleground, and SK Telecom, Korea's leading telecom company. On the next page, let's take a closer look at our business references. There are two main businesses with PUBG, and the first one is 3D Replay and Cinematic Editor. Like all major esports games, PUBG had a need for a replay system. Minconnet has provided a new replay processing system as a replay performance optimized for the game. Esports Broadcasting System, real-time game relay broadcasting system which automatically tracks the events, moves the camera, and provides multi-point of view. The system is currently applied to the PUBG Global Championship. Let's watch the video that is made with the 3D Replay and Cinematic Editing tool.
Circle, bear in mind. They have it all, but this is a huge problem now. Shotgun, it's not the end of the world, quite nice and splendid for armor still, obviously. That's what you want the basics, right? You want the level 1 helmet. At least then you can be relatively safe in the first bit of loot exchange. But then the level 2 is going to look great at this point, especially at this level. You need that sustainability. You want to use that first circle again.
Next reference is SK Telecom. Last year, Minconnet cooperated with SK Telecom, provided the 5GX esports content solution and tech support for League of Legends Championship Korea. Minconnet provided VR replay, and through this new viewing experience, viewers can watch esport highlights from any perspective like this.
이러고 보면 소환사 화면도 볼 수 있어. 와, 맑다. 처음 봐요.
자, 그래서 지금 가고 있는 거 아니에요, 저기?
아까 그 장면이요.
선수들, 예.
이게 지금
와, 대박, 완전.
말도 안 된다.
아니 이게 진짜 말 그대로 현실 세계에서 갑자기 뭐 큰일 난 줄 알았어.
저도 만개 당한 느낌.
Recently, we conducted a project to provide cloud gaming services to SK Telecom. Currently, we are in discussions about commercializing the service, and the details are confidential. To prove our tech and its performance, we finished the MEC test in Korea with SK Telecom, and along with the Singtel, we are planning the next test on the MEC platform built by Bridge Alliance. Now we are preparing to extend our business to our own cloud gaming service. It's a brand new approach to establish hardware and network infra required for cloud gaming service. I'm going to show you a brief view of our cloud gaming performance to give you a better understanding on our cloud gaming. As the tech portfolio shows, we've done many projects related to the 5G. Based on our experience, we strongly believe that technology, service, and the build-up required infra will increase our value. Thank you very much for your time and giving us this great opportunity today.
Okay, is there any question? Claire?
Hi, Dana. So you just mentioned that your solution could support 5G application as well. In that case, you think what benefits your customer, for example, like Orange, probably the telecom company could deliver to their end customers?
Oh, you're mute.
Okay. We believe that we can give the audience, esports audience, the new viewing experience by giving them our 3D replay or like 360 VR replay, so they can watch the esports in a new viewing experience, like in other view that they never have experienced before.
Okay, so this is an example. Okay, so do you plan to go international? Where is your first target for your market and why?
Yes, we would love to go to international. We're thinking about going anywhere that would need us. Yeah, anywhere. Yeah, we would love to go anywhere.
All right. Okay. Okay. So I have no more question. So we have a question from our colleague as well. So any Japanese game companies for collaboration you have engaged?
Not at this moment, but we would love to if they want to work with us. Yeah, we would love to plan with them.
Okay. So
have you talked with any Japanese game companies?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question again?
Have you talked with any Japanese gaming companies?
I have to discuss with my team to get the right information.
Okay, it's a secret.
I've been here for years, so I don't know like the history.
Okay, maybe that's all.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Okay, we are going to the next startup. It's a Normie from Japan. So I will invite Mori-san.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
How are you?
Well, fine, thank you. I'm Motohiro Mori of Normie Limited in Tokyo, Japan. And Normie is developing an advanced palm authentication technology. We are planning to build an authentication service that will become a social infrastructure in the world. We also have today a Korean member and a Chinese member and a Japanese member here today. So if you have individual questions, please feel free to contact us in multiple languages.
Okay, let's go to video.
Hello everyone, how are you today? I am Motohiro Mori of Normie Limited in Japan, Tokyo. I'm here today to talk to you about advanced palm authentication. So let's start. In an increasing digital world, the importance of protecting confidential information and authenticating individuals is becoming more sophisticated. Our ID authentication has 5 major characteristics. The first one is it can be used by any device at any time, at anywhere. And second one is high accuracy, and third one is high confidentiality, because palm vein is an information inside the hand, so that it's very high secrecy and highly resistant to spoofing. The fourth is no need to enter any ID and passwords for authentication. And fifth is contactless and clean, because all you need to do is holding a hand over the camera for authentication, then it identifies one person out of millions of people. We obtained these two patents so that our authentication became globally unique. The first one is being hybrid authentication with only visible rights. The second one is to authenticate one user out of millions. We obtained world's first common criteria certification for mobile biometric authentication in 2018. Common criteria is an international standard for computer security and a government procurement standard in 31 countries. So our ID authentication became secure and reliable. Based on this common criteria, when comparing Apple's Face IDs and Samsung's IDs with Normie, you can see our product performance is about 2 digits higher. Our ID authentication can be used at various situations. For example, in the fintech, it realizes cashless cardless. In the merge area, it realizes keyless. In the entertainment industry, it realizes ticketless. In the daily life, it realizes paperless and effective staff management. So simply register your PAN and you can get access to various services. In addition to that, by contributing to a cashless, ticketless, keyless, and paperless society, we can not only cut down on wasted resources such as plastic cards and paper tickets, but we can also reduce the various social costs of handling physical objects, such as carrying tickets and things, managing cash and key security, taking the time to fill out papers, or enter lots of data from papers to computers. We believe this technology needs to spread around the world more because of contribution to sustainable development, environment-friendly, and social benefits by serving as an infrastructure. We are believing that advanced PAN authentication would contribute to not only productivity but also SDGs and ESG in the DX era. Actually, we recently started a business to launch a new authentication services in cooperation with JCB, and we are planning our business to expand from Japan to Southeast Asia first, and gradually to the United States, Europe, and other countries. According to a census, by 2027, about 800 million people worldwide will pay $3 per person per year via various situations and transactions. With that vision, we are going to go public in Japan and also overseas. We are now distributing with Japanese, Korean, and American members, but for the near future, more members and more sales agents, joint ventures, and subsidiaries will join us at the best timing. So thank you for your time and attention today. If you feel something great, please let us know your inspiration so work together and create future.
Okay, good. So we have a question from audiences.
Okay, so I have a question first. Hello, Mori-san. Well, I'm thinking if using the technology as just mentioned, well, for the IR Lite ID authentication to detect people's palm vein, you know that people palm size might be big, especially for men. So may we know if we use such a solution to design product, would the size would be the size of the product big or not? And also, can you tell me that such a solution, its cost compared to other biometric technology solutions?
Oh, you are mute.
No, I'm not mute. Oh, okay.
No, Mori-san.
Mori-san, okay.
Oh, he's talking with colleague
yeah,
to answer
he's trying
the
to
question.
pick up my question, yes.
That's why he's still on mute.
Okay. Yes, we all are looking at your palm
you
size.
are mute.
Yeah,
Mori-san, unmuteして。
Okay. You should adjust the palm into the circle. So, so it can authenticate. Match
All right.
the circle.
We don't have to scan the whole size of your palm vein. Is the answer, right?
No.
No, okay, great. And then I said about the cost. So compared to other biometric solution, yeah, your solution would be very competitive or not?
I think it's cheaper.
It's cheaper?
Maybe to integrate because we have SDK, so you can integrate by yourself.
Okay. So we have a questions from audience. Well, the questions about that, they know both company, especially for Fujitsu, specifically from tech, is one of the leaders in palm vein authentication. What's the difference between your tech and theirs?
Yes. We do not need infrared device. We can use our technology only visible light, so you can integrate any smartphone or tablet or PC or PC.
Okay, it could be applied to PC, smartphone.
Device.
I do not know as well if our audience grab the answers from you exactly or not. Yeah, maybe you can repeat it because the quality of a voice is not stable. Can you just answer the questions once again? Yeah, regarding the technology, yours compared to the solution from Fuji. Yeah, can you repeat it? Just repeat the answers. Yeah, we cannot hear it very clearly.
They use infrared device.
Okay.
We don't need infrared device. We need only visible light and camera.
Okay. Got it. All right. So the technical solution base is a bit different. All right. So last question. So do you plan to go international? Have you landed any business case in other foreign countries?
Yes, we can go to the Southeast Asia and America and Europe and so on and so on.
Okay, you are planning to do so. Okay, all right. So that's a question for all. Thank you.
We have another question from the audience.
Okay.
Do you have users from financial industry such as bank, insurance?
Customer,
yeah.
Yes, we are discussing now.
You are discussing, okay, still, okay. And one more question. Do you think your first monetizable market, maybe the question would be, what is the first target market? Make money.
Oh, I think fintech market in Japan.
Fintech. So the financial companies would be the first customer.
Yes, maybe.
Okay, that's all.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye. So let's move to the next startup, which is a newer robotics from Taiwan.
Hi, my name is Leo Guo. Can you hear me?
Yes. Please introduce yourself.
Okay. I'm the founder and CEO of Newer Robotics. My company is doing social and service robot. So let's start from my video.
Okay. Danny, please play video.
I'm the founder and CEO of Newer Robotics. Newer is an AI social and service robot company founded in February 2016. We have raised total $17.2 million with around 100 employees. Our major investors include Foxconn and Xiaomi. It's no doubt that everybody believes the robot market will be a very big industry. However, there is no company doing good job in this industry. Why? Two reasons. The first one is the multi-axis AI robot is too expensive to be affordable. The second, the tablet-type robots are all lack of contents. So that's the reason why people don't want to buy robot. But how NUA solve these problems? We do our own servo motors. So typically, a servo motor will probably cost you around $100 to $300 per piece. But now we can make it around $4 to $10 only per piece. How solve the problem with robot lack of contents? We provide not only professional robot SDK, but also robot development toolkits. So you don't need to understand AI. You can still make your robot, which can chat, moves very smoothly, and do presentation for you. So let's look at the result. In Taiwan market, we have sold more than 10,000 robots, and more than 500 schools are using NUA robot in education. And look at the international market. Korean Telecom has issued 10K PO to NUA. We will start to ship by the end of this year. And this will probably be the first largest robot deployment in the world. But do you think 10K is big enough? No. We are also working with SoftBank for their 5G robot. According to our MOU, the first PO will probably around 100,000 pieces and expect to ship by the end of next year, Q2. The company is not only doing the hardware design, but also we can make profit from our app, content, curriculum, and services. After we platformize our software and hardware, we can make more different robots and more different content and apps and use it in not only education, but also healthcare, retail, and many other domains. So if you look at our revenue, after KT and SoftBank's product delivered, we can reach $30 million next year and $69 million in 2 years. And next, look at the software portion. In 2 years, our software revenue and profit will probably occupy up to 42% of our gross margin. What we're trying to do is very similar as Apple. Apple, based on their very strong brand power and smooth user experience, they can get very high hardware margin and get the volume up and then get the app and content profit from their app store and reach very high profit margin. NUA, we base on our very super good cost performance and robot user experience. We can also maintain 30% of the hardware margin, volume up, and get our content app service profit from our NUA platform, and then also reach very high margin. We also reached 2 crowdfunding record high in Taiwan and China. And this is our management team. And you can see we are all very senior experienced managers in different domains. So what we're trying to do is to make NUA become the Apple in the robot industry. Finally, before the end of my pitch, here is the video for your reference.
Can you imagine having a robot that interacts with you without spending a fortune? NUA's Kepi is a social robot with a high cost/performance ratio. Kepi can provide you with services and solutions that fit different scenarios. With such a high cost-performance ratio, intelligent robots are ready to be integrated into your life and mine.
Thanks for your listening.
Okay.
All right. So,
questions?
hello.
Claire?
Yes, Leo. All right, so we have questions from our colleagues. Are you pushing your own app store? Which operating system is your Play phone supported?
Oh, you are mute. Please unmute yourself. Leo.
Sorry. Yes, we are trying hard to make our newer market app store become more rich. Okay, the platform basically based on Android, but we provide the robot design SDK, so the user can use our SDK and make the AI and with the movement robot software very easily. Okay.
All right. So second question that, well, you just mentioned that your revenue could come from not just only the robot, but also the content and the services as well. So that's why my colleagues would ask the previous question. But we are wondering if for such a kind of support, it will be just concentrating on Chinese market, or if you are going to partner with your customer to jointly create a content as well. What would be your exact business model?
Frankly speaking, we are not trying to do all the software by ourselves. So that's the reason why we open our SDK to everybody. Okay. And right now, frankly speaking, not only we get the software and service, we not only get the profit from the hardware, but also the service from Japan market. So for example, in Japan, typically a robot will charge you service fee around 3,000 to 4,000 yen per month. That's cheap ones. Okay, for expensive one like Sony Eyeball or Level Boat, their maintenance and service fee would be even higher. So we only charge 1,500 yen per month to our user, and our users still think it very reasonable. Yeah. So yeah. So in summary, three software incomes. One, the app. The app, we invite and welcome all the third party to join us and using our SDK. And our newer store will help them to promote their apps. This first one. And second one is the service fee. As I just mentioned earlier, that's quite acceptable in Japan market, but not acceptable for China or Taiwan market. Okay. And third one is in education domain, we also provide curriculum. So the curriculum is also another profit source for my company. So the three ways.
Okay, so you are telling us you have a quite flexible business model, okay, in terms of such a different solution package to support your customer. Okay, got it. All right. So we have a question from our audience. Well, the question is that the audience say that they have challenges on training their employees, especially under the situations of COVID-19. Can your robot help us to conduct a trainer less on the job training? If yes, and how?
Basically, I would say yes, because just one example, which is not really used in employee training, but our robot is used in hospital, okay, for the nurses to teach some medical knowledge to their patients. Okay, so we have a very simple tool, just like to write and edit the PowerPoint. And you just put the picture or video you want to show, and the words you want robot to say, and the motion you can choose from our database. And then the robot will just like a human being and do the presentation for you. And that's the way we are doing right now.
Okay, so we have one more question from audience as well. So I think your solution, your robot can support no problems for Chinese, Japanese, and probably Korean as well. But what other language you will support also, or it have been covered already?
Right now, English version is ready right now. Okay, and we are trying to do Spanish version very soon, because our Spanish partner already translate all the necessary the words, the strings for Nuwa. So we are working on Spanish version right now.
Okay, great. I have a last question. So can we learn more about your technology roadmap after your first generation robot? What do you expect your future robot could change or benefit people's life continually?
For the current version, because as you see from the video, it's a small one. So it's difficult to move in large area. Okay. Right now we are developing a real service robot, probably with 1.2 meter high, just like salt and pepper, that kind of the height.
Robot. Okay.
Still, the cost is too expensive. Maybe the typical average price would be around $10,000 to $20,000 US. Okay, but that's too expensive for people to adopt the robot. So we are trying to make such kind of service robot, probably around $3,000 to $4,000 US, but still can move, auto navigation, and move very smoothly. That kind of robot, and hopefully that robot can bring more user scenario into life.
I see. You definitely will expect your solution could challenge the robot cost in the market, right? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks.
you, Leo.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks.
And we will have the last startup, but he has not yet come to the stage. So maybe starting the video first. After that, maybe we can have him introduce himself if he comes.
Yeah, I will
and
check
yeah, and I send okay.
Hi, it's my pleasure to come here to introduce our company, Synergy Design Technology. Let's start from our company profile. Okay, our company has very well experienced development team. This team's background is over 12 years, and then we have a 4 PhD and even currently already over the 9 master. Until today, I think it's 12. So our team has quite experience in this mobile infrastructure field, and then we already studied and also started this kind of development from the 3G and the 4G till now. And then we have a very full shipping record. And then the most important is that we have a lot of carrier grade experience. It means that we have done a lot of multiple telecom vendors IoT. So like Japan, like in China, like in US, or even like in Europe, we all have this experience. So this is quickly highlight our company. We established last year, and then now we have a 19 engineer. So, and then our capital is around 127 million new Taiwan dollars till the end of Q4, and then we just finished our new round of the fundraising. So currently we have enough capital for our company survive. Yeah. And our vision is to become the system integrated and the solution provider. So, and then we provide a vertical integrated hardware and software solution. Okay. So layer 1 is our core technology. So we allocate the most resource here. So it's 8 to 10 people. Layer 2, 5 people, but very well experienced, and then also the capability. And then we also have a 4 expertise in the radio design. We have this. So what's our achievement till now from last year? First milestone, we already achieved our 5G performance. We target downlink and uplink concurrently should be 1.3 gigabits and 300 megabits. Then until now, we already reached 1.5 gigabits, so it's much better than our original target. So then our next milestone we will officially release the first 5G NR vertical integrated solution, and then we will become the first Taiwan in-house design the sub-6 base small cell. So if we have this, how can we? Yeah, this is how we can apply. We can apply for the public network and the private network. So for the indoor or outdoor, even for the enterprise or even for the retail market. In the core technology, as I mentioned from the beginning, develop by ourselves. So from this diagram, it's very clear to see that the SoC is our development base. We use NSP. Then the layer 1.5 is our own in-house development design. Why this is quite critical and important? Because this is 100% follow the 3GPP standard. And then if you don't own this, you will need to wait the chipset vendor to revise or even to modify or even to add features. And then it will be quite a long time, and then you cannot push them. But if you work with Synergy, we can customize this part for you, and then we always follow the latest 3GPP standard. So you always get the advanced technology. The layer 2, layer 3 protocol, now we call the VN stack. The VN stack, we work with the Redis as our IP source. Redis is a lab approval, the proto stack, and then we optimize enhancement and also hardened the Redis protocol to become a field proven label. Okay, so this is what we are doing now for this kind of VN stack. And then we integrate the layer 1.5 and layer 2, layer 3 stack together to come out the vertical integrated solution. But how about the application layer? Yes, we create we call the standard interface. We call it a NECA map interface. So whether you use whatever the management features or management system you want to use, then you can very easily and simply to integrate with our VN stack because the standard interface. So I can say that our core competence is layer 1.5 plus layer 2, layer 3 stack. This is pre-integration. Then plus our Olympus platform means NSP base. So when you get this one, you can quickly shorten the development lead time. You can lower down your CapEx of development.
Okay, it's time. So Fulio, I saw you, but you already left.
But I think he will re-enter to backstage. Yeah,
okay.
He's with us now. Okay.
Back.
Yeah, okay. So
hello, Fulio.
Yeah, thank you for your video. So we would like to learn more. So who exactly are your competitors in the market? Are they Qualcomm or other 5G broadband chipset vendors? How are you able to compete with them?
Actually, the chipset vendor is not our competitor. Excuse me, can you hear us?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Chipset vendor is not our competitor. We work with them. So whatever the NSP or even the feature in the Qualcomm or even Intel, we work together. We are not a competitor. Our competitor is the software provider, as like layer 1.5 labels, this kind of software company. But currently in worldwide, layer 1.5, this kind of technology mostly controlled by the chipset vendor. So we can say that in Taiwan, or even I don't want to say in China, but in Taiwan, we are the unique to do this kind of product technology development. In China, they have two company. who have this, but it's not a fully SOC base. They are still stayed in the FPGA base. So we are the first one to move to SOC base. So we can save the OEM's cost. We can shorten the development time, and then most important is the 5G efficiency. You can show it, and then we call the 3GPP standard. It's quite important. You need to follow. But if you use FPGA, yes, you can do, but it's not easy to follow. But you use a SOC base, they can quickly, and with our then they can quickly to adapt into the 3GPP standard.
Okay, so thank you for your clarification. Then we also want to know who would be your potential clients, if so.
Our target customer is the ODM and OEM, who is the equipment provider. So you can assume, like Taiwan's OEM now, we already signed an agreement with them. For example, like the Taiwan top 5, Taiwan top 5 OEM. Half of them already signed an agreement with us. Okay, and then they also jump into this 5G competition. They start to do this kind of 5G small cell. Okay. So yeah, but we don't work directly. We don't sell directly to end user, to operator. But we try to do the design in, and then the spec, NB-IoT with the operators, or even we call the scenario ownership.
Okay, I see. So your solution can help the ODM or OEM customer to shorten their product design cycle, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So next question: do you plan to get a fundraising?
Currently, we think we just finished our latest round of fundraising. So maybe before our IPO, or even we call it in these 2 to 3 years, we will not have the fundraising yet. But it depends, because we will plan to start develop a new technology like a millimeter wave, or even like the R16, or we call it UILLC. So these are all the 5G features, which are very important for the 5G technology. So if like this case, I think we will need a new capital.
Okay, so we got all the answers. Thank you. Thank you, Julio.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. We finished all the pitches today. So we are going to have expo time, booth time, for you to directly discuss with the startups. So before going to expo, let me explain a little bit about how to use the expo function. Yes, sorry. Can you wait a little bit? Okay. So you have expo icon on the left. If you click, you can go to the expo zone. And in the expo zone, you can see the logo and the name of the company, startups. And if you click the name, you can go into the booth of the startup. And if you want to talk to the startup with a video, you can click the button in blue, share audio and video. And if there's someone already talking, you can join in the conversation, like a real event booth. In that case, your button will be on top right. And if you don't want to, directly talk to the startups with video, maybe you are too shy. In that case, you can text to the startup. And when you click the chat and check the booth, and you can type your comment here. And so that's how you can chat with the startup. And this chat pane is shown to everybody. So if you want to talk directly, individually to the startup, you can do that. And you have to find the person you want to talk to. You click the People tab and the booth, and there are persons in the booth at that time. So you can select the person you want to talk to. So that's not only for startup. Maybe you can talk to other audiences as well, and then click. Then you can invite to the video call this person, or you can text to that person, send a message by text from here. Okay, and if you don't have time to talk to the startup, but if you want to communicate with them later, you can register interest here, which means if you click this button, your email address is going to the startup. So if you want to get if you want to talk to the startup later, just click this button and then move to the another booth. Okay, that's all. So okay, let's start booth time. So please go to the expo zone here. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. The stage is finished. So you have only expo time from now. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.